Steve Norris, thanks for joining us here at Highways UK. Highways as an economic driver. Do you think that message is getting across now, that they can be the real driver for growth in the UK?
Well, I think they've always been the driver from Roman times. You know, the Romans put in the wattling streets simply because they too wanted to get their goods more efficiently around Britain in the first 400 years after Christ. Now, you know, it's great that actually the change is a recognition that if you are going to develop an efficient infrastructure, you've really got to have a long-term, proper business-like approach to funding it and delivering.
As a former transport minister, you know that a shiny new rail system is always going to be higher up the political agenda than the boring old roads.
Oh yes, and they're very expensive, of course, so bear that in mind too.
Roads or railways?
Well, railways in particular. I mean, you know, it wouldn't cost you over £50 billion to build a new road from London to Birmingham. Not that I think anybody would particularly propose doing it. No, I think the key is that Highways England, as distinct from the old Highways Agency, and prior to that, of course, when I was a minister, literally just all the work being done in the Department for Transport, is a recognition that what you really want is a long-term economic strategy, a strategic view of what the road network actually needs, and then a supply chain that understands how it can deliver it efficiently and, you know, give the taxpayer value for money.
Are you encouraged by, I mean, Highways England is really, it's moving to be a customer-focused operator.
For the first time.
Does that give you encouragement?
Yeah, very much. As I say, for the first time. I mean, it's something that's been missing from all the previous iterations. When the Department of Transport was in charge, nobody asked customers whether they actually thought they were getting value for money. I remember the Cones hotline. Who does? Those of us who were around at the time, it was not mine. I'd like that noted on this movie. Nonetheless, you know, the point is what we've now got is a much more serious approach to finding out what the users want, how Highways England can actually help deliver it. That's an important part of the process, along with a regulator who's making sure that we get value for money.
Technology, of course, and when you're talking about customer focus, bringing new technology, the app on your phone, really engaged. Are we doing enough to bring those kind of players in?
Well, I think you'll see in this Highways UK conference and exhibition a lot of technologists here showing just what technology can do. It's not just the app in your pocket, it's the system inside your car, it's the roadside information you get, it's the modelling of congestion, it's the modelling of alternative routes, it's the integration of public transport with the road. You know, all of that I think is going to transform travel over the next decade or so.
And of course, all of which makes it easier to charge per kilometre, doesn't it? Will we ever see a road tolling system in the UK?
You have to. You have to, and I'll tell you why, because in past generations it's been very politically unpopular. Every government of any complexion's walked away from it. But right now, fuel duty is falling off a cliff. The next car you buy is going to be twice as efficient as the one you trade in. That means that very soon the government's going to have to say to people, on the 1st of January, whatever year it is, the 100 quid you spend at the pump will only be 40, but you'll be paying X pence a mile. You won't pay any more. You might even pay less if you use roads off peak and use the right roads.
Do you see that decision being taken in this Tory government's life?
No, I don't.
The following one?
Maybe. Maybe, or maybe the one after that, but sooner or later, with an inevitability that is absolutely crystal clear. There's one message that people begin to need to understand. It's that the last great free utility has never been free. It's been paid for through fuel duty and VED and so on. But fuel duty pays for schools and hospitals as well. The government, whichever complexion, the fact is somebody's going to have to actually grasp its nettle, and it'll be sooner rather than later.
Exciting times for the highways industry.
It's a very exciting time for highways, and anybody who's interested in highways should be here at Highways UK.
Thanks, Steve.
Pleasure.